Button your bean sprouts and say goodbye to Planet Girth, because we are on a one-way ticket to Planet Boinkage. Unbelievable, guys. As we enter February of 2021, we have a lot to look forward to, and although this is not the prettiest looking monthly candle for Bitcoin, things are absolutely ready to burst. Guys, historically in these Bitcoin bull markets, the retracements are pretty short, so where do we line up currently, and when can we expect the trajectory to initiate massive gainers? And if you think institutional interest is gone, put on a fresh pair of Pampers, because this is gonna blow your mind. Zippity doo-dah, let's do this. Welcome back, you absolute savages. I'm your host, Charlie Chalupa. We're here to crunch, we're here to munch, and most importantly, we are here because our turbo boosters are set to maximum overdrive. And guys, once the juice is loose, let's just say it's pretty hard to get that juice back in the bottle. Wow, guys, we have a lot to be talking about with Bitcoin, because this upcoming week, I personally believe to be one of the most volatile, most critical weeks for Bitcoin since Bitcoin was back around 10,000 US dollars quite a few months ago. And we have so many more other things to cover in this video as well. So guys, if you love filling your piggy banks to the brim and you honestly just don't even care who knows it, make sure to hit that like, make sure to subscribe, and as well, make sure to turn on those bell notifications so you get updated when we send out these absolute piggy bank busting alerts immediately. And as well, tomorrow we will be doing a giveaway for 3 winners of Chainlink. But guys, make sure to stay till the end, because the rules for this giveaway are a little bit different than previous giveaways. And without any further skadoosh, let's jump in. Wow, so by the time you're watching this video, guys, we most likely will have already gotten the monthly close. And I just want to start off by saying this. No matter where Bitcoin closes, as long as it's above $30,000 per Bitcoin, then you can just sit to the side, crack open a nice Capri Sun, and just relax, because February has a lot of very fundamentally crucial things that are going to be happening just within the first week. And as well, Bitcoin pullbacks during a bull cycle very rarely last longer than a chart we're going to show you here. So again, there's a very high likelihood that regardless of what happens, there is not much time left before Bitcoin does enter more of breakout territory. We can start off here. Erect Capital tweeted this yesterday, and this is just a nice illustration of the pullbacks of Bitcoin during the bull cycle. This was the entire year of 2017, which for the most part was the biggest, juiciest, most important part of that bull cycle, even though it started back in 2016 and technically didn't end until 2018. So as you can see, for the year 2017, the longest we had a pullback was roughly a little over a month, about 34 days. The rest of these pullbacks were actually pretty short-lived, ranging from 7 days to, again, the highest being 34, second highest only being 3 weeks at 21 days. Currently, Bitcoin has been pulling back for roughly 22 days, and according to this chart, you know, the further we are into the bull cycle, the shorter these pullbacks actually get until we actually enter the bear market, which did actually trigger right kind of at the beginning of 2018, middle of January 2018. So what are we doing right now? So still an update from yesterday. We absolutely, we made the video right around here. We have not gone up since yesterday. In fact, still that critical crunch zone between 34.5 and 35.5 was unable to be breached. And it's basically just been small hourly candle after small hourly candle since then, right? And actually finding support recently on this fib level of about the 0.236, where we've gotten a little bit of a bounce. But again, we're going to be getting this close very soon. Again, by the time you're watching this, we most likely already have gotten the close. But guys, what are some factors that we can look into for this upcoming week to expect volatility to really increase, right? Well, one thing we really have to factor in is this whole movement on Wall Street bets has actually grown into something much bigger. You already know it has transitioned a little into Doge, right? It did pump Doge a lot. In fact, there was even some pumpage in Bitcoin. XRP, I believe, is getting pumped now, kind of with the similar people from those groups. It's all kind of getting pushed towards cryptocurrency as of right now. And the reason for that, obviously, is the fact that cryptocurrency is not censorable, right? They can't just prevent you from buying it. So even if all of our exchanges shut down, guys, Uniswap is still available, right? Uniswap is decentralized. There's literally no central point of failure for a decentralized exchange such as Uniswap. So I think the big key factors leading into this week are going to be this: how the DXY manages to move here, because currently we're sitting right on this 50-day moving average. So if we're going to see a massive pump with the DXY this week, get ready, watch out, because things are going to get extremely volatile. Over the past month, the DXY has rallied roughly, 1 to 2%, which doesn't seem too significant, but for the DXY, that's actually pretty substantial. And it's been ever since kind of like the first week of January of this new year of 2021. So we're going to be watching the DXY. We have to be watching the Bitcoin dominance as well, as it's currently actually sitting on two of its most important moving averages, the 21 and 50 week moving average here for the Bitcoin dominance, which again, very likely we're going to see altcoins actually do very well. And again, that leads me into this point here of Ethereum in particular looking much better short term than Bitcoin. Ethereum is going to be breaking out within the next 2 weeks, in my opinion, maybe towards the middle of February latest, because again, I think this thing is absolutely coiled and ready to burst. And Bitcoin specifically on this daily chart, guys, 3 days in a row where we got rejected at the 21-day moving average. And again, we're just sitting very nicely exactly on top of our falling wedge pattern right here. You see it literally just sitting right on top of it. Will it be able to hold up? Very important. If we can get a good strong monthly close, then again, I do think over this next week, if we get a strong monthly close here, it is possible, I think this week, we're going to see this actually break out. We could actually see that breakout to the upside. We also have to factor in the DXY with any Bitcoin breakout, however. You see Bitcoin still straddling our line here, just very important that it's still just holding this level. More importantly though, guys, I'm not going to be bullish on Bitcoin short term until we actually flip and then retest and hold the 21-day moving average as support. That would pretty much mean reclaiming the critical crunch zone of about $34,500 at the very lowest. Reclaiming 34,500 at the very lowest is the bare minimum, I think, of being bullish with Bitcoin in the short term. And as well, we are in a pretty critical support. If we go all the way back, I mean, the entire year of 2021 so far, the VPVR level of roughly like 32.7, literally exactly where we are right now. You can see this is where the most volume is. You see the point of control, which is illustrated by the highest amount of volume here, just going right through the center, and that's exactly where Bitcoin's price currently is. So we've just been kind of stalling out here. So again, this will be a very big test. Is it possible Bitcoin does have a dump within the next 24 hours? It's absolutely possible, and that narrative strengthens a lot if our monthly candle is unable to hold this key fib level of, I mean, basically it needs to hold 32K. We're only $700 above it right now. We're going to know sooner than later, right? As I'm recording, there's only about an hour and a half left. By the time you watch this video, it most likely will have already closed. So we just want to see if we can get some strong performance to close out the month of January for Bitcoin. But either way, it's a similar situation we saw back in the last bull cycle. Even worst case scenario, I think that we'll be back on track within the next month, 2 months maximum, right? I think we actually could be breaking $100,000 by the summer of this year. So, you know, however you want to chart that, whether it's another 2 months of downward moves and then a massive explosion the 2 months following that, or if it's more stair-stepping up without any big retracements, either way, I do think that it is likely that we're going to be seeing a 6-digit Bitcoin, most likely towards the middle of the year. And guys, one of the biggest reasons for that is exactly what's going to be happening in about 3 days when Michael Saylor is going to be having those virtual conferences with other billion-dollar entities that have a lot of capital that might not know how to safely and effectively move that capital into Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is a new thing to a lot of people, and especially if you plan on investing hundreds of millions or billions of dollars into it, you do not want to do a sloppy job of doing that. You want to be careful and you want to take advice from somebody who has already done it, aka Michael Saylor. And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing this week. So that's going to be happening towards the middle of this week, going to be critical. But keep in mind, most institutions have not taken positions in Bitcoin. It should be noted that approval procedures relating to new assets and risk assessments can usually take months or years to complete and represent a completely new investment paradigm for many traditional investors, which again, good thing Michael Saylor is going to try and walk some of these people through if they are interested, because like I just read there, it can take months or years. It's not like they can just decide to open up a Coinbase account and buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So the director of financial markets for crypto exchange OKX, Lennox Lai, pointed out to Cointelegraph that the world's global reserve currency, USD, becomes increasingly weaker. Many institutions are turning to other assets such as Bitcoin for its undeniable potential in regard to capital appreciation. And again, that's exactly why Michael Saylor got in. That's exactly why it's possible that Elon Musk did get in or will get in. And guys, another piece of huge news. If we think back to 2017, nobody accepts crypto as a payment. Well, here we have this, right? Visa may be adding cryptocurrencies to its payment network, you know, the same way that ACH or RTP networks exist, which it completely devours and destroys the argument that cryptocurrencies are not accepted. Even if this didn't exist, right? Even if this never happened, crypto has come so far since 2017 in terms of adoption, in terms of being able to use it. There are literally cards you can get out there that will instantly convert your crypto to fiat at the point of sale, and it makes it actually possible for you to be paying technically with crypto. So their strategy is to work with wallets and exchanges to enable users to purchase currencies using their Visa credentials or to cash out onto our Visa credential to make a fiat purchase at any time at any of the 70 million merchants where Visa is accepted globally. So guys, to sum it up, Bitcoin has gone down since our last update yesterday, right? It's dropped about $2,000 actually in the last 24 hours. You can see yesterday it was right about 34. Currently we're right about 32.6, 32.5 roughly. And this is where the fun begins, because no matter what happens here, I think that Bitcoin is definitely going to be picking up a lot of momentum in the month of February. And all of this fundamental news will have an impact. It may not happen immediately. This impact may not be felt the day we're having these virtual conferences, because it takes time for some of these large entities to actually get involved in crypto if they want to be. But everything at this moment is clearly on track. Guys, again, one of the most important things you need to be watching this week is the DXY. This is going to be very telling for Bitcoin's momentum in the short term. And guys, I see no fundamental reason why the USD should be valued where it's at. I see no reason why it should be more valuable than it was a year ago. Wow, so if you guys are new, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and as well, guys, we're going to be giving away $300 worth of Chainlink to 3 lucky winners tomorrow. But this is actually going to be on Instagram, so all you have to do is follow our Instagram in the pinned comments in the description below, and just leave a comment on this post. This post particular, it's the second post, there's only 2, but if you follow me on Instagram, you leave your comment there, you will be entered to win $100 in Chainlink, and we'll be picking 3 winners, $100 each. Wow, and if you guys are interested in trading, make sure to take advantage of our $620 limited time deposit bonus on Bybit for experienced traders only, and if you want to support the channel, and remember, never trade more than you're willing to lose.